Have you ever wondered how ancient humans built the pyramids? Think about it. They moved massive stones, some weighing over 2.5 tons, without any of the modern machinery we take for granted today. No cranes, no hydraulic lifts, just pure human ingenuity and brute force. They aligned these colossal structures with celestial bodies with a precision that still baffles engineers. It's a testament to what we, as a species, can achieve when we put our minds to something. Fast forward to today. We've built skyscrapers that literally pierce the clouds, cities that glitter with a million lights, and bridges that span vast bodies of water. We've laid down a network of fiber optic cables across the deepest oceans, connecting continents and allowing us to speak to someone on the other side of the world in an instant. We've even mapped the human genome, the very blueprint of life itself, and created vaccines that have saved countless millions of lives from devastating diseases. Our capacity for complex problem solving is, without a doubt, breathtaking. We look at a challenge, whether it's building a structure that can withstand earthquakes or sending a probe to the outer reaches of our solar system, and we find a way. We are masters of engineering, of physics, of biology. We are, in many ways, masters of the physical world. But here's the paradox that keeps me up at night. We can build a bridge of steel and concrete spanning a mile-wide canyon, a truly magnificent feat of engineering. Yet we struggle to build a simple bridge of understanding between two people who live on the same street. We can connect the entire globe with an invisible web of information, but we can't seem to connect to groups who happen to worship the same God in a slightly different way. We can analyze the chemical composition of distant stars, but we often fail to analyze the feelings of the person sitting right next to us. The engineering is incredible, but the empathy is sorely lacking. What is happening here? Why is it that the same species that can orchestrate a symphony of robots on the surface of Mars can orchestrate peace in a single neighborhood? We've conquered mountains, oceans, and are now setting our sights on the stars. We pour billions of dollars, countless hours of intellectual energy, and boundless ambition into reaching for the cosmos. We dream of colonizing other planets, of extending humanity's reach beyond our terrestrial home. And these are noble, inspiring goals. They push the boundaries of what's possible and fill us with a sense of wonder. But I have to ask, what is the point of all this? What's the point of reaching Mars if we can't reach across the dinner table to someone with a different political opinion? What's the value in building a global communication network if we just use it to shout at each other, to amplify our divisions, to build digital walls instead of bridges? We've mastered the hardware of civilization, but we've neglected the software of compassion, of tolerance, of kindness. Think about the conflicts that plague our world. So many of them are not born from a lack of resources or a failure of logistics. They are born from a failure of empathy, a failure to see the humanity in the other, a failure to walk a mile in another person's shoes. We get so caught up in our own tribes, our own ideologies, our own versions of the truth, that we forget that we are all part of the same single, incredibly fragile human family. We are all passengers on this tiny blue, hurtling through the vast emptiness of space together. The ancient Egyptians who built the pyramids weren't just engineers. They were a community. They had to cooperate on an unprecedented scale. They had to trust each other, work together, and share a common goal. They understood that their grand vision could only be realized through collective effort. They built something that would last for millennia. We, their descendants, have inherited their brilliant minds, but have we lost their collaborative spirit? It seems we've become obsessed with the what and the how of our achievements, and we've forgotten the why. Why do we innovate? Why do we build? Is it just for the sake of progress itself? Or is it to make life better? And if it's to make life better, we must ask, better for whom? Is it just for our group, our country, our tribe? Or is it for everyone? The greatest challenge of the 21st century isn't going to be technological. It won't be building a faster computer or finding a new energy source. We'll do that. We're good at that. The greatest challenge will be an internal one. It will be the challenge of cultivating empathy on a global scale. It will be the challenge of learning to listen, truly listen, to those we disagree with. It will be the challenge of seeing our shared humanity as more important than our ideological differences. Building a pyramid is hard. Building a skyscraper is hard, but building peace, building a society where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued, that is the hardest engineering project of all. It requires a different kind of blueprint, one written not with numbers and equations, but with compassion and understanding. It requires a different set of tools, not hammers and saws, but dialogue and forgiveness. So the next time you marvel at a feat of human ingenuity, whether it's a magnificent bridge or a new breakthrough in medicine, take a moment to also consider the human element. Let's start investing as much energy into building social bridges as we do physical ones. Let's make empathy our next great frontier. Because what's the point of touching the stars if we lose touch with each other? Let's not just build a better future. Let's build a kinder one. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing and joining the conversation in the comments below. Let's figure out how to build these bridges together.